Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over Adventure Week and going over a few little tips here and just talking about it, giving you a little bit of a refresher. And we're going to take a look at me maxing out my Tyranitar 98% and then Mega Evolving it. So with that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here and what's worth pursuing in this Adventure Week. I'm going to tell you, this is a pretty good one right here. If you do enjoy my videos, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. And by the way, I did just order a whole nother set of these kind of things that I have on the wall here. So I am going to push the camera back and give you a bigger angle, although this works fine. And I'm also, I ordered something to kind of seal up these cracks, these white cracks here. So yeah, that's going to be gone because it is driving me crazy. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into this, see what we have going on here. This is going to be going down July 27th and going until August 2nd. It's going to be starting at 10 a.m. local time. All right, so the highlight of this is going to be shiny Aurorus as well as shiny Tyrantrums. All right, now let's go ahead and go over the tasks that you're going to have to do to get Tyrunt and Amaura for the Adventure Week here. All right, so we have catch 15 Rock-type Pokemon. And before we go over all of these here, a little bit of a tip for the newcomers is to potentially collect these, stack them up. So maybe you get, I don't know, catch 15 Rock-type Pokemon 3 times. You'll be able to simply do one round and then just collect them all at once. Really depends on your grind. So you have catch 15 Rock-type Pokemon for potential Tyrunt and Amaura, and then catch 50 Rock-type Pokemon. This is going to be for a Cradily. So you could potentially just throw that one out if you do encounter it. Catch 50 Rock-type Pokemon, no. Spin 10 Pokestops or Gyms for a Tyrunt or an Amaura. Again, they're going to be able to be shiny. Spin 30 Pokestops or Gyms for a Kabutops. That's really another no-go for me personally as well. Walk 2 kilometers for a Tyrunt or an Amaura. Walk 7 kilometers for an Omnistar. Nah, I don't like those ones. The ones that are not going to be Amaura or Tyrunt. Hatch an egg for Amaura or Tyrunt, and then hatch 5 eggs for a... I always space this thing's name out. Armaldo. I don't know why I call it that. Armadillo, whatever. So there you have it for the task here. Now, depending upon what route you're going to be going down for the Adventure Week, you have challenge for the Dome and Hex. You're going to see a Tyrunt reward as well as a Kabutops, and I'll put them up on screen. All right, so that one, so the Root and Claw is also going to reward you with different ones, and also an Amaura. And then you do have Skull and Armor for a Tyrunt, as well as some pretty good, you gotta, well, those aren't the rewards, that's what you have to catch and then evolve. Okay, my bad. Whoops, so there you go. Tyrunt, and then you do have Clove and Plum for an Amaura, and yeah, there you have it. And then taking a look at the $1 tasks, or what was that going to be? Well, $1.99 or equivalent in your area. This, okay, is going to be legit, all right? So you're going to have, for $1.99, you're going to have several different chances to encounter a shiny Tyrunt or an Amaura. So you have walk 1 kilometer for a Tyrunt, another kilometer for an Amaura, 2 kilometers for a Tyrunt, and then these stack. So say you walk 1 kilometer, the 2 kilometer is going to need you to walk 1 more kilometer, not 2 more kilometers. I would assume it's going to be all stacked up like that, because the bottom one is going to be 5. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chances here. So 5 of each. That's a pretty good damn chance. And then you're going to be rewarded with 2 incubators and a super incubator afterwards. So I'm going to pretty much say, yeah, that's definitely worth your money on that one there for sure. So for Pokemon in the wild, things that you're going to be wanting to kind of focus on, I would say, are probably Aerodactyl to get those XL candies, or maybe just a good one in general. Definitely Cranidos, because it is going to be one of the best rock type attackers that you're not going to have to consistently raid for, like a legendary or something like that. So definitely good there. Although we do have Mega Tyranitar here, right? But you can't use 6 Mega Tyranitars, right? And Rampardos is outperforming Tyranitar, but not the Shadow. We'll go over the best rock type attackers here in a minute. And then we do have Shelgon, which is also going to be good for Bastodon. Tortuga, which is shiny. I need that, so, you know, if I can find that, great. But as far as getting candies, not so much. Archeops, you can take it or leave it, but I will take the shinies. Its evolution is awesome. Unfortunately, it's just not too viable. And then we are, of course, going to see Tyrantrum and Amaura in the wild. as a shiny, so you're not going to have to hatch eggs or raid for them or whatever. But in these 7-kilometer eggs, you are going to see Tortuga, Archeops, Tyrantrum, and Amaura, so you do have the option of hatching those eggs, I suppose, for that. And then you're going to be able to get these 2 new shinies potentially as a reward for doing the kind of catch deal that we have going on here. All right, then taking a look at the bonuses, you're going to get ×2 XP for spinning Pokestops, and then you're going to get 5 times the XP for spinning a Pokestop for the first time. So the ones that have a ring around it, you will be getting 5 times XP for spinning those. So if you take a trip somewhere that you've never been before and you got a ton of those, make sure you put on a lucky egg, because that is going to be your time to collect that. Even if you're a high level or level 50 and you're like, I don't need XP, do it anyways, because we're going to get more levels, and having that extra XP is going to help you out at the end. And then we're going to be seeing half the egg distance for incubating. They really want us to hatch those eggs lately, don't they? And then we're going to be seeing Regidrago starting on July 25th until August 4th. And honestly, I don't care about Regidrago. If it had a shiny, I would try to go for it, but it's useless as of now because of the moves that it does have. And then of course we're going to be seeing Mega Tyranitar in the raids currently right now, just like Regidrago, going until August 4th. So make sure you do get that Mega Energy, because you're definitely going to want to you're definitely going to want to have a Mega Tyranitar on hand, as well as those XL candies. Oh, by the way, I encountered a shiny Tyranitar. Thank you very much for the remote raid invites, by the way. And there's also going to be this kind of deal where we're going to be able to pick between 2 different routes in collecting and doing tasks. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right, so starting it off with the, we'll do the sightseeing adventure. So that's going to be one route for Adventure Week that you're going to be able to pick between 2 routes here. So the only difference is the tasks that you're going to need to be doing. Everything is going to be rewarding you with the same stuff. So for the sightseeing one, we do have for the first one, it's just catch 5 Pokemon for a Rock and Rolla, 500 Stardust, and a Drillbird. Okay, no problem at all. Next one is going to be spin 5 Pokestops, walk 1 kilometer, catch 10 Pokemon, and you're going to get an Amaura. And remember, this is going to be for both ends where you're going to get the same rewards. So far so good for this one. The kilometer walk, no big deal, just 1. Use 5 berries to help catch a Pokemon, walk 2 kilometers, and then hatch an egg. And then for the last one, catch 15 Pokemon or catch 15 Rock-type Pokemon, walk 3 kilometers, and then hatch 1 egg. Alright, sounds easy enough. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other path. Send 3 gifts to friends, walk 1 kilometer. The first one is catch 5 Pokemon, of course, for the Rock and Rolla. And then, so send 3 gifts to friends, walk 1 kilometer, catch 4 different Pokemon species. For the next one, it's transfer 7 Pokemon, walk 2 kilometers, complete 3 field research tasks. And then for the last one, it is going to be catch 7 different Pokemon species, and then walk 3 kilometers, complete 5 research tasks. Personally, I'm going to be going with the sightseeing route, because I just feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like completing a bunch of tasks, although that's not a big deal, because you could be out there trying to look for the special ones like, I don't know, Amaura or Tyrantrum there. So as far as the best rock type attackers in the game, you do have Mega Diancie, which is going to be at GoFest for ticket holders to do those raids. You're going to be able to collect that energy there, and yeah, so you know how it goes. People who have a ticket are going to be able to have access for that first. No big deal. We'll get Mega Rayquaza, and then we'll get Diancie once it is released for the ticket holders for the world, okay? All right, so Mega Diancie at the top. 2 of them. So it does have Rock Throw, Rock Slide, Rock Throw, and Power Gem. Power Gem is not that great. It's crazy how it's at the top. All right, but when we get Shadow Rampardos, it's going to be at the top. Alrighty, so what do we have next? Then we have Rampardos, like we were discussing, Mega Aerodactyl, Shadow Tyranitar, Mega Tyranitar, Shadow Aerodactyl, Rhyperior, Mega Aerodactyl, and then Shadow Omnistar. So if you got one of those Shadow Omnistars, I do believe that's going to be a Legacy Rock Slide. If you have one of those actually powered up, pretty crazy, nice little souvenir there. But as far as Pokemon that you're going to be focusing on, like I said, you're going to want to go for those Rampardos candies, well, at least the Cranidos candies, because it is going to be your best bet here. That is not having to, you know, be rated, or it's also going to be very available. It's not going to be super rare, I would think. I think they're going to make the Amaura as well as Tyrantrum the rare ones for this event for us, of course. So it should be pretty interesting. But with that said, Shiny Tyrantrum and Shiny Amaura, they both have a very unique shiny. One is white, and then one is a blue kind of like a dark blue, not a navy, but looks great, looks amazing. So excited for this one here, folks. Let's go. That starts tomorrow, so make sure you're on that and make sure you're tapping on these Pokemon to get yourself a shiny. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you do give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.